That is a frightening sight. I can only imagine the ship listing and seeing that water go up. Oh, I hear the Kraken. No, 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 no. Hold on. Are they gonna miss? Oh, jeez. Well, the ship definitely got, no, hold on, it might have been struck into, oh, that one definitely got it. All right, folks, I'm super excited today because we're going to be checking out the RMS Lusitania. So we've actually checked out one of these in Stormworks over 6 years ago. My goodness, I feel old. But yeah, this is an updated version of the ship. It's got some awesome interior. It's got an accurate sink, and it feels good being back here in sinking ship survival. By the way, we are also about, looks like 2 feet off the ocean floor. We're going to have to let this thing, hopefully, or am I going towards an island? Is that what's happening? No, I don't see an island in front of me. All right, so I think we're good. It needs to be way deeper for this thing to sink, which it simulates how it sank in real life. This was actually hit by a German U-boat, by a torpedo, and I believe it sank in like 18 minutes. It was super freaking fast. So yeah, we'll start up here in the bridge, go on a little bit of a tour, and then we will experience the sink. It does appear that there's lifeboats on both sides. Like the front one looks like it's functional. I don't know if we're going to escape via lifeboat. We'll have to see how that works out. But yeah, let's go down into the ship real quick. I love these giant ships. Now, I don't believe the whole ship has an interior, but there is a good bit in here. That door just went right into the wall. I should probably close this. It's like glitching there. I guess it's fine. Oh my goodness, this is beautiful in here. I love just these old-timey ships. They look great. You know, I kind of wish they would do like a modern version of this and like set sail again. Maybe make everybody dress like an old-timey clothing and stuff. You know, I feel like that's probably a thing somewhere, right? Like there's got to be some sort of historical like cruise. Of course, you're not going to be doing it with the Lusitania, obviously, but it's say if they did like a recreation or something. Here's one of the dining rooms. I love the way the lighting works in here. You got a lot of natural light that comes down. The lights all are at the bridge as far as your interior, exterior, and bridge lights. So you just got to click those before you, well, I would click them before I would go into here, obviously, so you can get the full lighting experience, but it looks gorgeous in here. Absolutely love it. You got like another dining room back here. Probably first class. It definitely looks very fancy up in this area, and I love this exit to the back deck. Like, it looks really nice back here. Be nice just sitting on the back. Maybe get somewhat of a nice breeze. All right, so if we go into here, this is the back. Looks like this will probably lead down to maybe some of the lower class areas, cabins. Well, I say that, and then I immediately, oh, that's kind of cool. It's a camera. I guess it's supposed to be like a mirror, so I can walk up here and see myself. You got like a piano down here. This is, what would you consider this room? Is this maybe one of the, I don't know if this ship had them, but maybe one of the smoking areas where it was kind of out of the way towards the back of the ship? That possibly is what that is. And then, yeah, I'm pretty sure we're going to go down to the lower class cabins here. So we can go down. Look, maybe this is just the lower class dining rooms. I like this. I like the way it looks, though. I like how open a lot of the ceilings are. And you got like the nice like domes up here. Very, very beautiful. Hold on, let's keep going down here. I'm kind of curious how deep this goes. This is a pretty massive interior. Now, I don't believe you can go inside all the cabins, but obviously these are cabins here. All up and down. Could I go even further down? Or was this... Okay, this is technically the bottom, at least for this section of ship. We'll probably go towards the front here in a second. Let me see how far I can walk. Okay, so I think it ends with those hallways back there. All right, let's go back up to the top. So yeah, normally I would put this ship up against like giant waves and stuff, but I want to keep this realistic. So the author had settings that would match, I guess, the sinking. So we're not going to actually touch the throttle. I don't know. Those doors do get stuck, by the way. We're not going to touch the waves right now. So we're going to try to keep it realistic, simulating the torpedo strike. And then I don't know if it's going to be exactly 18 minutes. We'll see. Also, I need to check and make sure we're actually deep. Dude, I didn't realize how many decks are down there. Hold on. Let me go ahead and give you guys a view in the photo mode. Just to maybe inspect, see if there's anything that I missed here. It's actually just incredible. Like, you can... see all the decks here. We were down in this area, I believe, earlier. Man, it's just stunning. I love interiors on ships like this. It is one of my favorite things ever. I don't think there's really too much more here in the front. Like I said, there are some hollow parts, but that's just kind of what you have to do here with a lot of the ships in Stormworks. If not, this thing would be a laggy boy. All right, so I'm gonna head up to the front here. Let's go ahead and see, throttles held open. Is this the captain's quarters? I would assume here. It looks like maybe there's probably like a chart. Maybe that's the chart room there. And then if we go out through here, this leads us into the bridge here. And oh, hold on, there's another door over here. Let's see how do we initiate this sync. It said there was like a chart. Oh, here's the chart room. There we go. So it's 1915 torpedo sync. So I do think that you could probably take the ship down in other ways. Tsunami, stuff like that. You know what? Just for you guys, we are going to spawn in a tsunami. So we'll redo the mission and we'll just see how this thing handles it. But let's go ahead, do the traditional sync. Let me make sure I have the throttle settings right. And I don't know like how quick. I think it's supposed to be at 5 here. I don't know how quick this is going to happen. So I better prep myself for a torpedo strike. So let's go sync button. 3, 2, 1, click. Let's wait. I got to get a view of the outside. So I'm assuming there's going to be maybe an explosion here in a second. Or maybe it's simulating after. It doesn't appear to be doing anything. Maybe there's a timer. I'm going to sit still here for a second, and we'll see if we notice anything. Whoa, what the heck? That was freaking awesome looking. So, it actually looked like it got struck there. Editor, let's get a replay on that in slow-mo. I saw jets go up, and it actually moved. I don't think I've ever seen a sync, or at least a start to sync like that. It actually moved everything over. All right, it looks like we have smoke pouring out of... I want to call these funnels, but I think they're like little vents. And oh my goodness, it's already listing. All right, so let's get aboard the ship here. That was cool looking. So it definitely simulated the actual impact of the torpedo, and it's smoking, and she's already listing. Like I said, 18 minutes. I was thinking maybe I'd deploy the lifeboats, but I think I want to try to stay aboard the ship all the way down and just see what happens here. So, I wonder, are there holes on this side of the ship? It wasn't an actual explosion. Looks like they had, like, thrusters, so it, like, moved it over like the impact happened. But I don't see an actual hole in the side of the ship. But it is starting to list heavily to the side here. So, we're gonna have to... Maybe we move over to the opposite side. Man, that actually puts the lifeboats in a pretty tough situation. I don't know if they had time to deploy these ones off the side. There's flames or something shooting out of the side of this thing. And then you wouldn't probably be deploying this side at all. Because it would just drag against the ship. If you were going to deploy them, you would have had to have gotten them off really quick. Now, I don't know 100% how they deployed the lifeboats. There's some good animations. I haven't watched one in a while. But hold on, let's check the front of the ship. You know what? The lower decks might be taking on some water here. Man, this is cool. Yeah, I know a lot of people like to see the multiplayer episodes, but a lot of times the multiplayer episodes, you just can't do this big of ships in them without it being just a very, very laggy mess. So I like to check out some stuff solo-wise. We are getting extremely close to the water, by the way. Okay, so water hasn't gotten to the lower deck here. We can go down to the front of it. You know, it's bad. I played a Lusitania experience once, and I'm actually picking up, like, maybe some areas that I had walked in that game, opposed to the creation here in Stormworks. So, man, the author has done a fantastic job. Okay, what we're going to do here real quick, I'm going to go ahead and assist to try to get this lifeboat deployed. So, let's go ahead and grab the anchors off the side here. So, that should loosen up the boat, and then we're going to go down. Actually, can I swing... Does this thing swing out? There it goes. All right, so that's how the lifeboat deploys. So you would swing that. It is touching the water now, so it stopped there. The only bad thing about the lifeboat, you'd have to disconnect it from... Actually, can I disconnect it from up here? Ooh, that's pretty close. I might fall off this thing. Oh, I can. I can grab this. There we go. So get one side. Oh, you'd probably want to do both at once. Oh, that's not good. Oh, and... Yep, that's what I was... You've got to be kidding. I thought I turned off natural... Well, that's not a natural disaster. No, 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 no. That's not what I was... Oh, gosh darn it. I didn't spawn in a Kraken. I thought I turned off... When you turn off natural disasters when you spawn the world, doesn't it disable the Kraken, or do I have to disable something else? There's definitely a Kraken. Let's hope that it leaves the ship alone. The whole fact that it's stalking the ship is not a good sign. This was not, it's not historically accurate. They're going to make me reset this, aren't they? Maybe we'll be hitting it with the, hold on, let's see if we can see it. Maybe it's gonna leave it alone. Well, it wouldn't be doing that if it's gonna leave it alone. You've got to be kidding me. Hold on, let's check the progress. Has it made it to that lower deck yet? Let's check into here. Water is not coming up through here yet. I'm hoping the Kraken just leaves it alone because I want to see it sink the way it's supposed to sink. There is a chance we're going to have to restart this, though. Maybe it's just confused. Maybe it doesn't know actually how to approach this thing. By the way, we're in really, really deep waters right now. So this thing is going to go... Are there any islands? I don't see anything right now. Yeah, it's got to be a pretty hopeless feeling. I better move here. I think I'm a little too close to the front. Okay, so far so good when it comes to the Kraken. I think maybe since it's a large creation that's been spawned in via mission, maybe it's going to leave it alone. The water is starting to come up extremely fast, though, right now. Like, it is covering the lower deck. Hold on, let's just set. Like, if we were standing right here, look at this flow of water. It's going to start getting closer and closer to us here. Oh, yeah. There it goes. Some of it's kind of like the waves going over the front, but yeah, now definitely it's getting close to where we would be standing here. The front's starting to go under. It's accelerating. If I remember right from the experience, like, it was kind of slow at first, and then once things sped up, it was extremely quick. And I think that's what's probably the most frightening thing about this particular sink, is just how quick things happened. It's over the front. Has it flooded? Oh, it's flooded some of the cabin areas. Hold on, let's go look down the hall here. That is a frightening sight. I can only imagine the ship listing and seeing that water go up. Oh, I hear the Kraken. No. Stay away from it, you stupid... Oh. Well, I mean, it's not historically accurate, but it also seems like the Kraken is... The ship's so heavy, it's not even moving it. So we're going to ignore tentacles going up out of the... Oh, it's destroying stuff. I don't think that's going to matter. It's going down. This is not making a difference, I don't believe. Like, this is the first time the Krakens hit the ship. It didn't even feel like it hit it. Like, oh, okay. We got to get... Oh, we got to run now. Look at that. The water's just going up the... Okay, run. That is frightening right there. Run to the back. That is quick. Holy man. It's just instant over the front of the ship. Let's go to the back. Like I said, I don't think the Kraken actually made a difference there. It didn't seem to actually move. Like, normally the Kraken can throw a ship around. It can't throw this thing around. And let's watch it from here. That's a sight and a half right there. That just how insanely, like, I mean, the ship's huge. Go down in here. So the cabin, everything's completely flooded. Hold on, let's go to the back. Look how quick this water's racing through here. Like, there's just no time to get out of here. If you're under the deck or under the top, like, it's gonna race up through here. It's going back to the back. And oh, she's really starting to tilt here. There go the propellers out of the back of the water. This is a fantastic sink, by the way. I like this. It's a scripted sink, obviously, but man, it looks good. Oh, I think my guy is drowning right now. No, don't drown, please. I need you to stay. I might have to turn off player damage real quick. Actually, no, we're not turning off player damage. Let's actually try to move away from the ship. Let's go to the back of it. I mean, technically, it's still a survival, even though we know what's going to happen. It's not like it's unpredictable here. Hold on. Can I get up and over the rail here? Oh, go up, over. Okay, get to the back of the ship here. Oh, my goodness. It is lit. How far up are we right now? Jeez, that is something. She's going under. Did any of it break off? It doesn't. It looks like everything held up relatively well. I haven't really read about the wreckage of this ship. I don't know. There probably wouldn't be much left of it. I mean, you're talking, was it 1915? Yeah, that's. I mean, I guess technically there's still pieces of the Titanic left. I need to double check that. But she's going down super quick. So I think once I'm looking at my timer here, it's pretty freaking close. To the actual sync time with how long I've been recording. Of course, there's going to be cuts in the video, so it's not like a one-to-one like you saw everything here. Let's get out from under the railing because that is a very not safe place to be. And there she goes. What I'm going to do, I'm going to turn off player damage. I want to go down in there real quick. We're going to ride in this thing to the... Oh, that is creepy looking. Oh, I think it might have just hit the bottom of the ocean. Yeah, the Kraken over there. Here, let's go into here. How dark is it in here? That's crazy, seeing the water in here. And I got a flashlight, too, if it does go dark. Actually, you know, by now, it definitely would have lost its power. Let's simulate what it would look like at the bottom of the ocean here. Say it went dark. There you go. On. Turn my flashlight on. Wait a minute. Oh, is the bridge sealed? There's no water in here right now. We could have stayed in the bridge. Yeah, the bridge is completely sealed. Let's go into a dining area. You know, it's bad. I still hear the Kraken out there. So I think it's still trying to attack it while it's under. Let's... here we go. So this is like it looks like an elevator shaft. There's still some light in here. Is that just a thing that's around the player, or what? Where's that light coming from? This is where I turned everything off. So here's my flashlight. On. It's about to start lagging. It is resting itself. Like you see, it's starting to actually not tilt anymore. It's still flowing forward. Like I think it's dragging across the ocean floor. That's creepy though. Like say if you're going here as a diver. That I could hear the Kraken. Like you guys might not be picking up on that, but I could hear it. It's definitely outside of the ship. Yeah, there's a couple lights that managed to stay on. So if we go up here, can we see it from... Hold on, we are above the wreckage right here. Yeah, there's no sign of it. Of course, now, if I turn it to night, which, by the way, this thing sank during the day. It was not a night sink. Do we see any lights off of it? Yeah, you guys definitely can't see anything. I don't see any lights. That's crazy. Okay, we got to put this thing at full speed. Let's try the tsunami hit. We did it. We did the actual sink. Fantastic sink, by the way. It was very, very well done. So, I don't know which way the water's... actually, we can turn on a little bit of waves here. Plus, it'll help me figure out if I need to change the direction of the water. Let's shift it more this way. And that should be a pretty good tsunami hit. So here we go. Tsunami is on the way. Let's see what it does here against the Lusitania. Oh my goodness, you could see it forming ahead of this thing. That is absolutely nuts. All right, here it goes. That is a chunky boy wave. This is gonna be a big one here. Honestly, I think it's gonna cut right through it. It's not one of those ships. Well, it's probably in multiple parts. Here it comes over, and that is freaking beautiful. It's gonna launch itself out the other side. My goodness, it took on that. All right, so now we got to turn the waves all the way up. That was a big hit, though. Oh, wow. That definitely rocked the ship, but you know what? It held up. So let's go full-blown. Rain, all that. You know what? We can do a whirlpool. Let's cancel the tsunami out real quick. Oh, this looks cool. Okay, there's a whirlpool. I don't know where the whirlpool's forming. Is it going to be on us, or is it... Sometimes it's a little offset. That's kind of scary. I don't really see the water moving around like there's a whirlpool. Where... Am I too shallow? No, we're pretty shallow right now, but I think it would still... I mean, if anything, the whirlpool is going to slam us right into the ocean floor here. Wait, what? Where is this thing? Hold on. Did it really form it way over? Is this it over here? No, I think it just hasn't loaded in. Yeah, there is a confirmed whirlpool, but it doesn't exist in my game right now. We could always do the meteor approach. That's definitely a fair one too. You know what? Screw it. There we go. Let's spawn in some meteors. This is probably a bad idea, by the way. The meteors. Typically, it'll definitely blow the creation up. I don't know what it's going to do. Will it survive the impact? Where are the meteors at? Oh, there they come. Through the waves. Hold on. Are they going to miss? Oh, jeez. Well, the ship definitely got... No, hold on. It might have been struck into... Oh, that one definitely got it. Oh, my goodness. What is happening right now? Well, that was beautiful. Folks, the back of the ship is now gone. That's the one thing I don't like about the Stormworks meteors. I don't know why they make creations disappear. Should they just damage it and fling it? Well, she survived that. I don't know where my whirlpool went. But if you guys want to check out this creation, I'll have it linked down in the description, and we'll see you guys next time.